can't see. I don't want to see. Melting pot, come take a taste of this, man. Come in, pot.
Well, the situation, is of such that when you look on it, it's just a corruption system will really hold on Jamaica the past 9.5 years. And I think all the civil servants them in Jamaica should have rise up from the time when not do this award except and the cronies them this hefty increase in salary and offer them little and nothing. Right? The entire country should have up and strike where the civil servant is concerned, teacher, police, everybody in that regard. But what they did, they played, senseless politics, as if they don't have any sense as it relates to the politics side of Jamaica. I would have never attend a classroom the next day. Me not care when nobody wants it. Me gone on sick leave immediately. Me I relinquish that post of teaching in the country. Because what sense does it make? Me just having a portfolio as a teacher. But in my life, me not live a teacher life. As what this teacher just said, 23 years and she don't own a house. And she still living in the underprivileged society.
Embarrassing.
Communities. So, civil servants have to rise up to the cause. Civil servants can't just, show down them arms. No, they have to stand up and fight against oppression. You understand? Them have to be the backbone as it relates to their voice being put out there. You can't wait for other sector within the society to sound the trumpet. The entire education system should have locked down in the country until Jamaicans start to lynchpin any government to come and underperform. We now go get the performance. You have to hold them accountable. You can't allow people to show themselves to be, over and above what we know they are. And we know they are criminals. You understand? And I mean, there's a widespread of people within our society that has to be held accountable for Andrew Holness behavior. A wide cross section, as I just said. Some people that you probably would never even look at and think that they are involved, but they are heavily involved. So we are calling on civil servant now. Civil servant, you have to vote out this Labour government by all means, or else your wage package won't show an increase. You will be, just like probably even worse off than an Igla. Because you have Igla who can make a big kill on any day in terms of what they can take home in terms of, earnings from sales. But your salary is structured around a structural payment system. There's no increase. It's just on that same trajectory. That has to change. And even to hear the caller stating that some of her colleagues who are in the United States, their life has shattered at the hands of Andrew Holness government. People lose their family, lose their marriage. And that's despicable. As a person with a professional career, that should be happening to you. So, civil servant, rise to the challenge. Please and thanks. Vote out this kleptocratic government once and for all. Let's move on. Let's wipe the slate clean and look forward to a more trustworthy parliamentarian membership that will come and serve with, integrity and serve with character. You understand? So tonight now, boy, me have to go bust that song and play them garbage, Cause me know the program will come to a close. But we have to bust that song and play them garbage, Because me I tell you, so them man, they mash up Jamaica, So hear this now, people. Why boasted thyself, O evil man? smart, not being clever. If I suffer, but the goodness of Jaja, I endure it for I want. If you are a big tree,
We are a
Let
small,
me tell you now, IT
we are a
is a
small
small
act.
ready to cut.
And whosoever diggeth a pit shall fall in it, fall in it. And whosoever diggeth a pit shall bury in it, shall bury in it. If you have a big tree, we have a small axe ready to cut you down.
Well, sharp.
Sharpen to cut you down. Oh, if you are a big tree, let me tell you this, we are the small axe, ready to cut you down.
Well, sharp.
Sharpen to
Civil
cut
servant,
you
rise to the
down.
challenge, please and thanks. Both out this clip to
If
practice
you have
government once and for all.
a big
Let's
tree,
move on. Let's wipe the slate clean
we are
and
the
look forward
small
to a more
axe.
trustworthy parliamentarian membership
All right.
that come and serve with, you know, integrity and serve with character. You understand? So tonight now, you know, boy, me have to bust that song up for them garbage, you know. Cause me know the program will come to a close. But we have to bust that song up for them garbage, yeah. Because me I tell you, say them man, yeah, they mash up Jamaica, you know.
Why
So hear this now,
boast
people.
thyself,
Why boast
O
in
evil
thyself?
man? Playing smart and
Playing
not
smart,
being clever.
not being
Oh
clever.
no,
If I
I say you're working iniquity to achieve vanity. Yeah. If I so, I so, but the goodness of Jaja, I do it forever. If you are the big tree, we are the small axe, sharpened to cut you down.
Well,
He's
sharp.
a
Ready to cut you
of
down.
my master.
My God.
Keep on telling you, yeah.
Funny way, la.
No wicked man shall prosper. Oh
Tell you,
no. Whosoever
that a
diggeth a
classic.
pit, fall in it.
Bolo.
Whosoever diggeth a pit, shall bury it,
Yes, sir.
shall bury it. If you are the big tree,
Na, na, na.
we are the small axe,
Na, na, na.
having to cut you down,
Na, na, na.
to cut you down. And you don't know where to cut
All
them down.
right.
One melting pot, you know. I have to cut them down, you know. The thing gets serious. I'm not telling the people. And a melting pot alone burn the fire, you know. And one Pastor Ricky, you know, believe. Yeah, man. When you see the man, them go for them classic songs of liberation, you know, boy. It's serious. Remember, I feel like I can share the video, ladies and gentlemen. Why Pastor Ricky went off, man. Went off. Check this out. Whosoever diggeth a pit shall fall in it, shall fall in it. All I know, economic colonizers were a dig pit for the poor all long now. Uno shall fall in it. Judgment!
Good for them. And here it is. Total amount of money as it relates to Andrew Owners and his confederate. What they rob Jamaican investors. 90 million from Cash Plus, 220 million from Orient, 4.7 from billion from SSL. A total over $22 billion. You understand, being taken from the Jamaican investors. Pastor Ricky, come in the space.
Embarrassing.
Actually,
He
my
needs some
calculation,
milk.
That's about almost $24 billion. Yeah, it's sad. Very, very, very sad. Over $24 billion. But you know, I am appalled after going through the affidavit in the 90s meltdown that was led by Siaga and the JLP party, Paul Cheng Young and his bank and other banks, Aldi Shaw, masterminds behind this, and of FinSat, to appall that after that, so many loopholes are in the banking system, and this needs strong banking regulations law right now, immediately after this government leave. This should never happen in the history of Jamaica again. You can't have unregulated businesses and unregulated Ponzi schemes, unregulated foundations, like Nigel Clark had an unregulated foundation that he collected $91 million in 2020 and spent $84 million the same year. Between 2018 and 2020, collect $91 million. Didn't list the source of funding, where the money come from. And it's the same thing we see with this prime minister. All of this irregularities as it relates to money laundering and money transfer and money wiring and money investments, schemes. Yet,
if you haven't exercised in years, you have to start small with my beginner-friendly Tai Chi class.
there is no ledger, there is no accounting methods. You know, in America, we have what we call the general accepted accounting standards or principles. So every company has to abide by that, or else you will be in trouble with the federal government. And you know, when you have millions of dollars running from 1998 into his, well, one of the businesses was for Edward Siaga, the Premium Global Limited, that he claimed he worked for till 2020. But then that means 2 years after he became member of parliament, 3 years after he became member of parliament, he was still working with Edward Siaga Company. But then when we look at the taxi service and the Sunshine Mobile Service, he still was making profits from those companies. But yet, according to the Integrity Commission affidavit, there was no accounting from 1998 to 2005. No record keeping. This is prison time in America. Honestly, I mean, America don't play when it comes to these Ponzi schemes. Look at what's his name, Bernie Madoff, that he's doing many years now in prison as a result of his Ponzi scheme. Martha Stewart was served about 9 months for insider trading, knowing that stocks was going to fail and pull money out of the market. All of these things. So when we see these practices in Jamaica, it requires regulations to close all of these loopholes. The next thing is that no member of government should be conducting business while serving the people. And these laws need to be passed. These laws need to be enforced. David, the Prime Minister Barabbas, in the Bible, Barabbas was a notorious criminal, notorious thief and a robber that stole, put in prison, put on trial before Pontius Pilate. The general was part of Cash Plus Church. And the church in Jamaica lost a lot of money into Prime Minister, who was a 7-day Advent in 2006, but yet it's cash operated. Ludicrous, man. This is a money laundering classic 101 into these Ponzi scheme, but you're getting US dollars in return. Something is not clicking in my brain, man. Listen, there's some kind of illicit activity that was happening during this period of time, besides all of these Ponzi scheme that was enriching the Prime Minister. And I think the investigators from the international investigator have their hands on it. And that's why they're not releasing that part of the investigation. The Jamaica Labour Party is known for drug trafficking and money laundering and gun trafficking. So they were making money other source of means of money in some other way that is not being recorded in the documents we're reading. Where him get all of these US millions of US dollars from in these accounts? When you operate in a business, a taxi service in Jamaica is going to give you cash in Jamaica. A car service of selling cars in Jamaica is going to give you cash in Jamaican dollars. A Ponzi scheme, Cash Plus, everybody that played it got money in, give money in Jamaican currency and got money back in Jamaican currency. What type of business the prime minister was in? That have my mind boggling. That makes him getting paid out in US dollars. Where did this money come from? Was it coming from Central America or Guatemala? Where affidavit, how we read it chronologically from 1998 till now, put chronologically to the Jamaican people and let us know where you get all of them US money from. And that me concerned about, you know, the US money me concerned about, because I know the American SWIFT system, anything wire transfer over 10,000 automatically hit the US SWIFT system. So what is the justification when the US contact the banking system in Jamaica to say what was the source of this funding? Why is this amount transferred? What is it used for? And it's in millions of US. Go back and you just search, Sir Byron, millions of dollars in US funds. Same thing in SSL. So something is not adding up with the crimes, financial crimes of this prime minister. There's a lot of illicit things that are happening behind the scenes that it's, and I guarantee you it's in that International Forensic Financial Auditors report that the IC is holding dear to their heart. Because as I said before, this prime minister is going to be the first prime minister in the history of Jamaica to go to prison when he leaves office. This is why my fight so hard to stay in office. This is why Desmond McKenzie, who's a criminal, said that them can't turn over Jamaica to the PMP. Them not want Jamaica. I'm tell them that right now. Them born and come to Jamaica just like we and you, and them are going to go to prison and leave Jamaica the way it is. And the People's National Party is going to come in and rescue Jamaica. So right now, there's a lot of questions I got through my head as someone that do budgets and crunch numbers, and I'm like, and I'm reading and I'm going along with you, and I have the document myself and I'm reading it, but there's a lot of questions that is unanswered. The prime minister should be ashamed of himself for a person that came into government in 1997 that his wife said they couldn't even afford to have a wedding. Them couldn't even afford for bringing the people what them did want. Them choose to eat. Them narrow down them list of 50 people. That's how broke they were. Them have to do fish fry and get people from the community to donate. And I think she was honest. I don't like her. She's a criminal, but I think she was honest. And that right there was a pivotal moment to show that the prime minister in 1997 was broke as a church mouse. And then 2 years later, 1998 into 1999, him start get rich.
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right. Tell about them.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
And then the schemes continue. So listen, the prime minister is in a quicksand of corruption, and he must sing fast tonight. But him need for, before him got to prison, him need for make the Jamaican people, because history is going to judge him very harshly as the first prime minister. This criminal prime minister has robbed at least 2 to 3 generations of Jamaicans. All our own labor right are run on the shower labor right and glorify crimes, because the word shower come from the shower posse, and the CIA unclassified documents say that. So every time them say shower labor right, glorify crimes and violence. That's what they're doing. So all our embarrassing labor right. Listen, the prime minister has robbed your future and your children's future and your grandchildren's future. And so only need now for go to the polls and hold him accountable. The people in a film constituency over in West St. Andrew need for vote him out of office. Him not need for them on the ballot, period. Nobody in a bad mind criminal.
Emotional, damn it.
Jesus. And we not bad mind criminals. Criminal need for vote him out of office. Him not need for them on the ballot, period. Nobody in a bad mind criminal. We are decent, upright citizens who love Jesus. Nobody in a bad mind criminal. We are decent, upright citizens who love Jesus. And we nobody in a bad mind criminal. We are decent, upright citizens who love Jesus. And we not bad mind criminals. Criminals are a menace to society. Criminals should be put in prison to due process to the judiciary. We're not calling for nobody get unalive. That's not the way God wants this thing to be. That's why we have a judiciary. I have to applaud the judiciary in Jamaica for holding the fort. because it's the judiciary that rejected his claim of striking down some scandalous foolishness when him know him guilty. The Prime Minister have no conscience whatsoever. The man is guilty from 1998, coming into politics in 1997. From them time, them are the whole heap of criminality financially and deceive the people. And him run for Prime Minister to continue it in 2016. I know I asked you a third term for build more wealth. When him talk about prosperity, it was not for only regular Jamaicans, it was for him and him cronies them. I can't tell you.
Embarrassing.
The Prime Minister is a multi-billionaire who get his riches in unlawful means of money laundering and schemes and Ponzi schemes and scams.
Help, we key out the ladder.
We need your divine intervention. We're tired of the labor rights. We're tired of the green people. We are so far. We can't take it no more. We need this. We need this. We need it. Help. Help. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength. Is a liberator.
Was not for only regular Jamaicans, it was for him and him cronies them. I can't tell you that. The Prime Minister is a multi-billionaire who get his riches in unlawful means of money laundering and schemes and Ponzi schemes and scams. The Prime Minister need to lose every last asset to him own because his lawful income did not give it to him. The Prime Minister stole from the Jamaican people. And we're going to any government, means of socialist and Michael Manley Heights, and we're going to vex if the People's National Party don't hold him accountable. I'm going to vex if the United States government don't hold this Prime Minister accountable. The man robbed Jamaica. Come on, we are opening the eyes. The country's in a recession right now because of corruption. Jamaica has fallen 4 points from 44 to 40 on the World Corruption Perception Index of countries that are the most corrupt in the world.
Teenagers are building businesses with AI, while the only AI
into disrepute. Jamaica has fallen 4 points from 44 to 40 on the World Corruption Perception Index of
Embarrassing.
Corruption. Jamaica has fallen 4 points from 44 to 40 on the World Corruption Perception Index of countries that are the most corrupt in the world. He's brought Jamaica into disrepute. We don't understand the damage what this Prime Minister have done to Jamaica globally and internationally. No foreign investor now come to Jamaica, come do an investment with them kind of revelation. Yeah. These things have gone worldwide. We can't keep it in Jamaica alone. And if we don't have foreign investor, how we're gonna build a country? We need partnership around the world. We can plant and export and manufacture, but if we don't have a market to operate in, to send it overseas and have investors coming back and doing business in Jamaica, well, economy now, it's gonna be stagnant at 1% every year or less. People, at time for put the Jamaica Labour Party, last point, out of commission. Them rob enough, them thief enough, them steal enough, them take away enough, them chop enough, whichever descriptive adjective we want to use. This affidavit is a couple nail, when nail the Prime Minister to the cross. It was like the two thieves were there between Jesus. The Prime Minister is a thief. I've never respected him. I always respect the office of the Prime Minister, but I never respect this criminal. And from last year, we're saying he's a criminal. I know if you want to pass the fool it down, you're going too bad. When I read the IC report, Sir Melton Pot, Sir Byron, Sir Anne-Marie and Lady Pinks, and everyone in the chat, when I read the IC report, it confirmed everything what we did talk about. The Prime Minister is involved in money laundering, racketeering, tax evasion, investment fraud with Beretta. Him steal 34 million from charity, US funds, and buy stocks with it and on a fee money. These things are breaches of even America laws. And then he abusing power. Use the power of the office of the Prime Minister to destroy our beautiful country. Today is Emancipation Day. Our national heroes are spinning at them grave. Because on this, them fight for the liberator from colonialism. This Prime Minister have a nerve to no one resign. Yo, on the call the election right now, man. I could just get this over and get rid of him once and for all. Back over to you, Sir Byron.
Thank you.
serious utterances from Pastor Ricky and Sir Melting Pot. People more than storm up the comment section because yo, I don't know normal in a man who are going in Jamaica in a man. I'm want to tell more one thing right now. I'm not gonna tell you guys any lies. I have not gone through the entire affidavit. As a matter of fact, you guys can look forward to part 2 of my going through the affidavit for that said reason. You get me? You understand? That's how we are going to end it off, you know, right? So you have to remind the people, you know. Listen me! Tell me what you think in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. What you think about what Pastor Ricky said? Pastor Ricky absolutely went off. You understand? You can get the passion and the frustration and the man voice. And boy, when you look upon the grand scheme of things, can you blame him? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Not my word. What Melting Pot say. Let me play that song there one more time. Just the intro part. No. Melting Pot. We'll find that one, I'm a general. This was the perfect. When I say a small, if you're a big tree, then I'm a small axe. Go off on my screen. When I say put him to the side. Get away. So we are in it, my people.
I say time, you say cup time. Time. Somebody please tell the Prime Minister to call the election because the comrades are ready. Time come for young people. Time come for move Andrew out of power. Let the people go. The line stop here, the game done, time come.
So when them cutting ribbon over hospital with them paint up, we're going to cut hernias, we're going to cut fibroids, cancers.
Don't believe in me, I'm not Jesus. Believe with me that better can come.
With Mark Golding as Prime Minister, the dreams you dream today will be the reality he creates tomorrow.
The people of Jamaica are ready for change. Everywhere I go, I see the wind of change blowing.
Somebody asked me, Perry, why aren't you a labourite? Me ever fresh, me no green.
No, I say one blood and comrade victory.
Embarrassing. We are going to Jamaica House. We are rescuing Jamaica, and Mark Golding will be the next Prime Minister.
Power to the